All right, we've got a special treat here. We have got one of the biggest buyers in the world of watches joining us. Dustin's here.
How's it going?
And you're going to tell us all about what's happening on May 4th, midnight Eastern.
Yeah, May the 4th is coming up for all you Star Wars fans out there. We are going to release a very special Star Wars timepiece from the Sea Spider collection, which we have never seen before. So this is going to be super cool. We're bringing back Boba Fett for the first time since December. And then we have all the classic characters, R2-D2, Darth Vader, C-3PO, and the Stormtrooper.
So which ones of these have really sold the strongest when we brought out the earlier version?
Yeah, Boba Fett is by far, even if you go online and Google Star Wars in general, you see number one is always Boba Fett, and then followed quickly by Darth Vader. So,
okay. So these two right here.
Yep.
And are people going to be able to pre-order?
No pre-order.
Pre-order.
At launch is at midnight, yes, and on the 3rd of May.
This is pretty cool. So tell us what's different about these.
Yeah, so for the first time, we're going to be, Invicta has done a completely new dial treatment to the Star Wars line, so you've never seen this before. The Sea Spider in general, for those of you who don't know about Sea Spiders, it's the recognizable bracelet that's a poly bracelet, and it's a very flexible bracelet, so that's
Breathable
brand new.
too.
Very breathable.
Very breathable.
Yep.
I mean, this is perfect for wearing every day this summer.
Yeah, so we've never launched any Star Wars timepiece with the Sea Spider collection, so that's the added bonus there. And then you can see on Brian's wrist there, we have an automatic movement in that as well.
Nice dial details. How long has this been in the works?
This was created, I want to say, back in September of last year. We looked at doing this, and then just background on Star Wars in general, you have to go through this intense process of getting approval through them. So
the vetting process.
Yeah, the vetting process. So
steep.
they loved this dial, but then maybe on the C-3PO they were, nope, we have to completely redo it. So it's a Star Wars timepiece from start to finish is usually 8 to 10 months.
Wow. So again, some of the basics, the lens on this one, I mean, are we talking, what do we got?
I have to refresh myself because I haven't seen this in a while.
Well, you've been so close to it.
Flame fusion crystal on these. Like I said, the TMI NE38, don't quote me on that, movement, automatic movement on that. Like I said, Sea Spider bracelets. The cool thing about that is you can, the Sea Spider bracelet is bendable. That's your typical Sea Spider bracelet there. Diver deployant class with the safety lock.
Easy.
Keep that thing secured to your wrist. And then, of course, another cool thing with the Boba Fett, we are having the green plating on that as well. So green plating was something that was brought into the marketplace, I would say, 6 months ago, maybe a little less than that. Invicta's perfected it, added it to a lot of their timepieces. So this is what kind of makes this watch stand out. Boba is green in the, I won't get too involved in the Star Wars stuff because I don't know a whole lot about Star Wars. I just know the characters. So Boba Fett is always the green character. These are numbered to limited edition like all the other Star Wars to 1977. I should know this, yes.
That was my next question. How many?
1977, which is the when Star Wars was created, yeah.
Okay, well that's a good number for the, and then these are, once they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah, these are, we have, I would say about 3,200 units roughly in stock, so not all of the quantity was put in production the first time around.
Okay.
So we have, what's launching is what is available through Invicta. At the start, and then eventually you'll start seeing it out in the marketplace, 3-4 months from now.
Okay. So, but the initial production run, we were able to get.
Yep,
all
we
of them?
secured the official, the first production run. So
And good price break?
Of course,
when we launch?
of course. Yes, when we launch, you'll see it way under $200.
Nice.
Yes, right on that May 4th adventure.
So what else is going to, are we tying in with anybody else on this launch of this particular watch? Is there anything going on out there?
Yeah, so we'll have a few new other timepieces launching on the 3rd at midnight, or on the 4th at midnight. Just off the top of my head, I know the AT-AT, that's the big machine, and you see in the start to AT-AT, hence the Star Wars guy back there. So that's coming out. That'll be cool.
He's just a kid.
I know he's
old for his
he
age,
he should be out here
but
doing
he's
this.
still we anticipate he's going to graduate from high school this year. If all goes well. If all goes well.
So yeah, we'll have a couple new launches just within the Star Wars collection. You'll see some of the old favorites come back. And then to get on after the May 4th, I would highly suggest you tune in on Saturday night at midnight, I want to say. Might even be 11 p.m. Eastern. We
Always watch for an early
launch a brand new Marvel timepiece, kind of tying in with the movie that launches on the 27th, the Infinity War, the Avengers Infinity War. I'm probably saying that wrong too. That's right. Okay, cool. Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of new. There's a new character launching with that, and we'll have some Marvel product that's coming back from when it sold out back in October of 2017.
So dads and grads, absolutely.
Absolutely.
You may be able to get it home in time for Mother's Day, but no guarantees on that.
Yeah, no guarantee. But the watch that is launching on the 5th is a size choice, which we've never done that in the Marvel before. So you can either get a 42 millimeter or a 50 millimeter. So.
All right. And are we going to see this Star Wars character?
You know,
This guy here,
He's dressed as a hoodlum today.
he looks like he's homeless.
Yes. Ken is
No,
doing
we know he's got a whole
Ken is doing a little
life.
bit of a takeover here because coming up here in just a moment is going to be this tremendous coalition forces. And I wanted to take a moment and let you guys know that while we're talking about May the 4th, we also have a tremendous Invicta event starting on Monday, the 23rd, running for 4 days through the 26th. Discover Invicta. Very important that you be tuning in. I'll step out of the way here because I see Ryan coming in.
Yeah, Ryan made it. We had a scheduling problem on our end.
All right.
So,
See you on the
that,
23rd.
thanks for having me.
Thanks for
I'm going to go back and eat my peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, so this is what I look like in the middle of a Monday that I didn't think I had to work. Look all right. Throw on the Invicta hat. I'm good to go. Good to see you, BK.
Good to see you too.
All right, I think I need to. Is my mic on? Yeah. Am I good? Okay, I can drop this. Thanks for filling in, D-Rob. All right.
And don't worry about the brushing your teeth thing. It's totally cool.
Yeah.
It's totally cool. I've got.
Well,
some
what about
breath
the deodorant thing?
I've got the breath strips. An extra little layer in the car before you jumped out. We're gonna go ahead and start off with this very first watch from Coalition Forces. I'm gonna leave you the gray. I am
You're gonna take
beyond
the blue? Yeah.
in love with the blue dial on this one.
Blue is very classic. It's that deep, rich Invicta blue.
Wow,
And with that gold,
Look
love
at
that
that.
color combination. This is a brand new design here for 2017. I believe we launched this out on the cruise that we had back in February. What we've done is we have a complete redesign. It's just done to the bezel of the timepiece. The bracelet, as you can see on Brian's wrist, is a complete redesign. And then we also put in that canteen-style crown protector, similar to what is from our Corduba collection, and then a different dial layout. But for that price, it's
substantial bracelet
Yeah,
too.
I mean,
Everything about
for
this.
the price that you see on the screen, what, $209.99? I mean, the watch is completely drenched in 18 karat gold, both in the front and the back. It just is solid. It has a commanding presence of 52 millimeters in the wrist. And I mean, this is definitely a watch if you want to get noticed, you can. What I find is interesting is more of a military influence, the whole design and the
Right,
DNA
with
that
the
goes
canteen
into this.
closure. Yep.
But we make it elegant and dressed up also with all that 18 karat gold.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
And for a heavier timepiece, I think even if you shy away from them, I think this makes it worth it.
Yeah.
Seriously, this might be the new big size case, 52 millimeters by 19 off the hand.
Yeah,
or
so
off the wrist.
Yeah, 19 millimeters the profile, so that's just a hair over 3/4 of an inch rising up from the wrist. But with this watch also, I just got to double check. Yeah, 100 meters of water resistance, so you can go swimming all day long with this timepiece if you'd like.
Flame fusion crystal.
Yeah, Flame Fusion crystal, the upgraded crystal that's a part of this timepiece. I want you to look at this new sort of bracelet design that we have. Links 2 and 4 are actually done in that knurling finish, and then a satin perfect finish just going all the way through links 1, the wide link in the middle, link 3, and then the other link 5 on the very outside. Just perfectly executed to that level
Knurling
of
is awesome too.
detail and attention.
Yeah.
Right. And even when you look at the back of the bracelet here too, I mean, look at that bracelet. Just perfectly done and layered in that 18 karat gold. And of course, we use that superior process, that Swiss gold layering that we use to apply the 18 karat gold to the timepiece. Unidirection rotating bezel will also rotate and move, and that can be used as a secondary timing device outside of the VK63A movement we have inside, which gives you your 24-hour scale. There's also a chronograph that will time up to 60 minutes, and then there is the date window for you.
This is amazing.
Yeah, I think
mean,
it's definitely hot.
If this is your very first Invicta watch, are you getting the farm with this one? And think about for dads and grads.
Dads,
I mean, for $209, I can't think of a more impressive gift.
I'm a dad. I'd be very happy to get this watch, even if you were a grad from high school or college or something too. I mean, what a perfect complement to your wardrobe out there with each one of these different color variations.
So blue, the one I'm holding on to, charcoal, 30% off. We've sold over 580 of these, and we have a fraction of that remaining. So that's a 52 millimeter Invicta Coalition Forces quartz chronograph, 651452. Take the $90 off while you can and enjoy 6 installments interest-free of just $35, and that is any major credit card. And we also have the no annual fee Evine card, and that is, you know, again, no annual fee, takes 2 minutes to qualify. You could be using it in this very first purchase you make. So for those who love exhibition backs, this has got an exhibition front as well as in the back. This is a really cool design with the dragon motif. I'm gonna, of course, lean towards the yellow gold.
Okay,
Because
yes.
that's just me.
Stemming from our Empire collection, what we have is this highly decorated, detailed case that goes around. It's just not your ordinary case that's been done. It's this artisan with that Etruscan work that's been done for the timepiece. If you even look just right underneath my unmanicured finger, you can see that Swiss Cross logo. That's just a part of the design right there underneath. That's, you know, just that meticulous attention to detail that we're committed to. But what I like about this is we have in that bridge configuration for the movement on the inside. This one happens to be a mechanical automatic, which includes that rotor that goes around. You can see up by that 10 o'clock position, that balance wheel moving back and forth. That indicates to you that the movement is in operation.
Yep.
And then right down here where my finger is, that's actually the mainspring. If we can get in even a little bit tighter, Aaron, I'll show you what happens. So just by the general movement of the wrist, we'll turn this mainspring, and that's where all the energy is turned. But you can also wind up the watch via the crown. That's what I say during the shows. You can wind up the watch, and that's actually what's happening internally underneath the dial to just get the movement jump started. And then just with a general movement to your wrist, that rotor will move back and forth. It will also wind up the timepiece for you.
Sweet. And we all do we have watch winders in stock?
Yeah, we do. I did actually look the other day. If you go to Evine, you can just type in watch winders, or I believe Wolf has a few of them there too.
Yep.
You can check those out. People ask, you know, do I have a mechanical automatic? Do I need one? You don't necessarily need one. I mean, if you want to, I mean, there's some beautiful, beautiful ones on Evine's website. But you can also just wind up the watch via the crown and then just moving the watch with your wrist. But my only recommendation is if you are not using the watch for, you know, a month or two, you might just want to wind it up at the beginning of the month. Just kind of have it like a car engine. You don't want to, yeah, I'll take it.
All right.
Just like a car engine, you don't want to, they must be bad. a car engine that is, this isn't super glue, right?
Would I give you super glue?
Well, if you go to my Facebook page, you guys can see on Invicta Ryan, my girlfriend got me really, really good yesterday with a prank.
What was it?
So, okay,
You can't just throw it out there without telling the story.
Thanks, Brian.
You bet.
Being the man of the house,
Yeah.
I had to undo.
What did she do now?
I
No,
did.
I'm kidding.
Because well, we got our new
joke, I'm
place.
kidding. Okay.
We got our new place, and so we can't park in the garage yet. So we had to all park outside. I had to shovel out all the cars, and I was doing a Facebook Live video, and with the Facebook Live video, my car kept on, like the alarm kept going off. And I was like, you can watch my Facebook Live video.
Okay.
And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And the neighbors are like looking at me, and I'm just like, I have my remote, and I just
You just keep hitting it in your pocket?
Yeah, no, that's what I thought. Or the weight of the snow was doing something to the car. Well, I find out like an hour later, my girlfriend had the other remote, and she was setting off my alarm from like way up in the second floor of the house, and she like videoed it. And so that video is now on my.
And you're
Invicta
still
Ryan.
going out today?
Still
Still a
going out
couple.
today. Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what though? There's a sweet thing called revenge, and I'm sure that is in her near and most immediate future.
Probably like within 2 hours from now.
So maybe check my page a little bit later tonight. There might be something funny.
All right, we're shifting gears only slightly. We're still staying within the Invicta family, but we've got a timepiece, S. Koifman. This is the 42 millimeter Heritage Quartz watch, a great way for you to try this brand, and today it's at 71% off. I mean, this is a giveaway. If you've got graduates and you're looking for an amazing gift, you're given a value of $175, but you're only spending $49.99, which I think is a great price point for a lot of graduates that you might be attending parties for this upcoming season. So we've got a bunch of different choices too.
Yeah, I agree, Brian, with this watch. I mean, to get into S. Koifman is part of the Invicta watch group, and just to let you know, Invicta Watch Group is the parent company. Then we have Invicta, falls underneath there, S. Koifman, as you see, Glycine, and also Technomarine.
So the first one you saw right over here, if we can just back up a little bit, sorry we took too long to get here, but anyway, this is the gunmetal on gunmetal. Nice texture dial, rose gold tone Roman numeral markers. Our second one is the rose gold tone with the black dial. Great contrast there as well, but rose gold tone all the way around the case and then again on the buckle. Then we get into the silver tone.
Let's see, silver tone white?
Silver tone black.
Silver tone black,
Yep.
and then silver tone white.
And with the nice furnished blue Roman numerals on the silver tone black.
Yes.
Or silver tone white, that is.
Silver tone white. So yeah, great options out there. And yeah, what you get is you get a lot actually with this timepiece. You get the upgraded flame fusion crystal that goes along with the watch. I'm sure you can probably feel, Brian, when you put that watch on your wrist.
Very comfortable
the
leather
upgraded
strap.
leather, it's genuine
Yeah.
half leather, so that's a nice upgrade that goes along with it.
Nice croco embossing, top stitching.
Yes, yes, and then you have that three-hand movement. With the Roman numerals and the size of the watch, 44 millimeters, this watch can be worn by everybody out there, really
And
on
slim.
any sort of occasion.
12 millimeter off the wrist, so that is not going to interfere with dress shirts and things like that. Long sleeve. We've sold 368 of these, and we have just a little bit remaining. And the number that we've got is across all four choices that you see. So under $50, the value pay is $8.33. So let's tuck away a couple of gifts in addition to maybe getting one for yourself.
Yeah. And so actually, what was it? W.J. Perez said that my fill-in for the show was doing really well. That's actually Dustin. He's with the watch department. I don't know if he introduced himself, didn't he?
No, he didn't. I just introduced him as
You did? Okay.
the man
Okay.
behind the
Behind the
brand.
curtain?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Do you think we could get a wobbler table for next time around? Works really good on those tight shots.
I offered that we put this on one of those exercise balls because I thought that would be easier to manage.
I think it would be.
than this
So,
table.
Jamie, did you get this? Did you get this? Okay, so here, we'll have Jamie. He's actually running the tight shot. So when he goes in the tight shot here, you can see, we'll just
Actually,
go
we
through
just
the
need
color
somebody.
options.
I don't know if we can pan down. We just need one willing person to be right here,
just right there?
holding it still.
See, now it's not
Like
moving.
that.
See?
Okay, am I better off down here? I can talk from any
Pretty good.
place. Okay.
Everything is stable
Is it
now.
is it
Yep.
working out? Okay.
Yep, that works well.
Okay, I'll host from down here. No worries. Okay.
So, but see, look what happens now that you're up here. Just
Snow apocalypse.
No couplets.
so you know what though, you do things like this, things get taken care of. So,
Oh,
Yep.
definitely.
so
Yeah,
anyway,
you
we
don't
just
only
you see-
complain. I show a solution.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
It's one thing if you just complain.
So what are you doing next Monday around noon?
I don't know. I think I'm
You're going to be the stand.
going to be the stand.
Okay, so we have another S. Koifman here for you. This is item number, 656318.
glare off.
And we're talking about that multi-function movement on the inside of the timepiece. So S. Koifman became part of the Invicta Watch Group, I believe it was back in 2004. And S. Koifman has been around since 1905, known as a Craftsman timepieces out there. Just
This is elegant.
great attention to detail. A little bit more about what you'll find is more
I'm gonna move this back a
traditional
little bit.
case designs for S. Koifman, more that sort of Swiss look. You won't find like, a bolt or something like that like I have on my
Mm-hmm.
wrist, it's something what they're in their collection. It's just a little bit more traditional in terms
With the
of
moon
watchmaking.
phase and everything?
Well, just with the design of the timepiece,
Yeah.
but then you have what we call that multifunction on the inside. Date window at the date complication at the 3 o'clock mark, AM/PM indicator, and then also then your calendar, day of the week. So a lot of different different forms of information outside of just simply telling the time.
And again, a slim case design. Let's talk about the 3-year warranty that's included with all the Esquartland watches.
Yeah, so what we have is a standard 3-year warranty,
That's
just like it is
comfortable.
with Invicta. Just straight out of the box from your date of purchase, that 3-year warranty does go into effect. So there is no registering for it. If something goes wrong, the warranty will cover. We'll cover it then within 3 years of your purchase date. So it's
Wow.
nice. A lot of companies, you just get that 1-year warranty, and that's just simply it. So we have the additional 2 years, and that goes for Invicta also.
Quality timepiece, 3-year warranty built in, 71% off. The regular price is $239.75. Today it's under $70. So don't have many in the gold tone left. We have a little bit more left in the silver tone, and then that's it. So we got, what are people saying?
Oh,
They don't need to buy a new dining room table, they just need me.
that's
their
right.
house,
That's
right?
You know, it almost reminded me.
invited to
Have
dinner.
you ever seen goat yoga?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
it was
yet.
like if the Beekman boys were here, one of the goats would have jumped on your back. Like whenever you do that, the pose, whatever it is, where you just go like this.
Table?
Yeah,
Table
the goats will jump up on your back.
Really? I didn't see that. Do they do that? And
I don't know during the Beekman shows, but yeah. Okay.
we can always
So-
ask.
Oh, there's Bob Cohen. Oh, who's all saying hi still? Yeah, thank you, Jay Perez. Yeah, Adam says, these watches are tough, but whatever you do, don't let that iPad fall. Whose iPad is this? Oh, that here, Jamie. Okay, this is the Grail watch of the show that we're looking at right
Is
here.
that an
Brian.
Android lever? Is that?
It could have been. Who knows? Or maybe, you know what? How many people
There's
here
so much. You'd swear we were aboard the Invicta cruise
How many
with this
peop-
table.
how
I
many-
just got to
yeah.
tell you.
How many people in here
Keep your
have a
eye on the
cracked
moving
screen
bargain.
on their mobile device? Oh, look at this. Look at, there's one right here. Look at. How many of you guys have something like this? You what? It fell out of the stroller.
Yikes.
Okay. There's no segue out.
No,
Okay.
no way. We just
We'll
got to
just- we'll
start
just go
from a
straight to it.
rough,
Okay,
an
so
abrupt start
but
here.
as I was saying before, this is a Grail piece of the hour. We're talking about the 47 millimeter Pro Diver. It's part of our reserve collection. That is a top of the line. Look at that beautiful platinum mother of pearl. It's just, you get to see the different orients, the different color
And there's
shifts.
different grades of mother of pearl. So
There
I'm
are.
sure that this is like
This is
the
a top
best
of the
of
line.
everything.
Top of the line that you get, exactly. And you'll see the second hand isn't moving. We didn't wind it up yet, but it's actually a mechanical automatic yet again. The movement is a Swiss-made movement. It's called the Sellita SW200. And here's the thing, Brian, with this bezel on the timepiece, we talk about that 18 karat gold that we layer. This is actually solid
That's what
18
I
karat
get.
gold. Beautiful timepiece. You have to put this watch on your wrist and just see how
you
it
have
looks
to
and
see
feels.
this too. Look how much 18 karat gold you're getting in this timepiece.
And it is that unidirectional rotating bezel, nice ratcheting bezel that you'll hear. You have the screws that you can undo to take out any of the specific links to fit your wrist just perfectly. But yeah, put that watch on your wrist. It'll look just perfect.
Sorry. I
There
have
we
a
go.
round wrist. This is a flat surface. There's things like that are going to happen.
So what do you
Very
think
nice.
about that? There's
You know,
a nice
and-
weight that's associated with it. It's a very classic design.
Very substantial, but yet it's not an overbearing case size.
See, that looks, in my opinion, that looks
Yeah.
great on you, Brian. So yes, that 47 millimeter Pro Diver, it's the upgraded clasp enclosure, 3-link design. Here you'll see the exhibition case back where you get to see the rotor. And when that rotor is turning clockwise, it's actually winding up the timepiece itself. So you get you get all those different features on the inside. If you're looking for a Grail watch, definitely from Invicta, this is one of those that we've done. It's been that since 2000, since we've actually had a solid 18 karat gold bezel such as that.
And I think over the last 10 years, when you think of Lupa, you're thinking Pro Diver.
Yes, that's right.
When I first started here, as far as uniqueness, it was the Lupa.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. It was. I mean, it was
14 years ago when I started.
Huge hit, and Lupa is still big for us, and then Pro Diver is still so expansive for us, and that's just really some of the best you can get.
Yeah. And you guys have really taken on some really broad strokes as far as branching out to new style designs.
Yeah.
New finishes. I mean, they're all kind of happening all at the same
Well,
time.
you're right. That's
Which is
pretty
pretty cool.
We've had some new colors like burgundies and greens and everything else, and even that sandblast finish.
Yeah, the gold coming up.
Yeah.
And the green finish as well. Really, really impressive.
Now we're going to get into, let's see, we've got the black spinel, often confused with diamonds. Yes. Okay, what did somebody say? W.J. Perez said the Invicta ship didn't move as much as that table. Jamie didn't hear it. W.J. Perez said that Invicta ship didn't move as much as that table.
We're going harsh on Jamie
Heads
today.
are gonna roll.
Going
Not.
harsh on Jamie. All right. So anyway, what we're getting into, we just talked about the Pro Diver. The Grand Diver is actually, in a sense, a series that falls underneath the Pro Diver. It's just done in a larger size, a 41
Sorry about
millimeter. Or 47 millimeter, excuse me, and we have the black spinel stones, in a sense look like diamonds, going all the way around the bezel. It's a gemstone, 4-prong set going all the way around. Like the fact of the matter is it's a mechanical automatic. It's the NH35A that we have for the movement on the inside. Roman numerals too, and look at that flame red that's then bordered by the black going around for the Roman numerals for the hour markers on the inside. A real clean look, and I think that shows off then the bezel a little bit more.
36 spinels over 5 carats. Actually, I think 5.18 carats on the spinel. Nice conversation starter.
Oh, definitely.
You know?
Yes, even just within my personal collection, I have the most Grand Divers of anything within my
Okay.
Invicta collection. And actually, it's funny, I was organizing my watches last night, in fact. So, and a lot of them too have that same type of movement on the inside, that NH35A that we have for the movement on the inside of the timepiece. So you want some elegance along with a classic design. Check this out. I mean, it's a
And not
fantastic
just
price.
black crystals, we're talking genuine black
Yep.
spinel and sizable. I'm wondering if they have the
carats?
the size. It's 5.18 on the carats, but I'm trying to think of the millimeter of the stones. But
Yeah,
those
it's
are
probably like might be like a 3 to 4 millimeter stone.
Shop online.
nice caratage. If you want to go online, there we go, down on the left, lower left, there is our Bolt ZEUS Magnum Swiss. If you want to jump there before we get there, I wouldn't blame you. That's a whole new finish. $499 is the event price, and that one is normally $755. So you're going to see watches on this tab that, of course, we've been able to share. If you just tuned in and you missed our first couple of conversations, then you can go back, take advantage of the savings, and we do have a lot of final quantities of the watches that we're talking about now. So,
All right, so we're going to get into Technomarine just a little bit also. Technomarine has been
where do we
around.
start with?
Yeah, so Technomarine actually was founded back in 1997.
It was the table, everybody. It was the table.
Exactly. So we'll just hold everything down. And became a part of the Invicta Watch Group.
I had better hold your hand while you hold that down. And Ken,
Exactly.
hold Ryan by the hips. Okay.
So became part of the Invicta Watch Group back in 2015. And what we have here is called the Cruise Jellyfish. And so you'll find a real unique design within the Cruise collection, especially when we're talking about the Jellyfish series. You actually get to see it's upside down right now, but the Technomarine logo, which is actually a shark tooth.
That's cool.
That's a part of the strap, a heavily, heavily detailed strap.
Probably one of the most carved straps
Yes.
that I've ever seen. Ever.
I agree with you on that. It's very intricate, very high level in detail that goes
Again, we're
along.
just fine. No earthquake.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Just
It's
the
like,
table. Yeah.
Whoa, Brian! 40 millimeters, geared probably a little bit more for the women, but guys, if you want a 40 millimeter,
Awesome summer watch.
Yeah, I mean, it's unisex. If you
Awesome.
want to wear it during the summer, however, go for it. So it's
I'll throw one of these on.
quartz
It's like-
caliber on the inside tells you the time and also gives you a 12-hour readout for a chronograph, which is the stopwatch feature inside of this.
This could work
timepiece.
on a guy's wrist.
Yeah, I think
You
so
know?
too. A lot of guys still like the 40 millimeter. Skip Conley.
Traditional sizes,
He
yeah.
likes more traditional
It's not too
38,
small.
40 millimeters
Nope.
for him. It's whatever makes you happy makes me happy when it comes to you
Aw.
selecting your timepieces.
Thank you.
And right there, that's
Because I'm paying for it. So
that's the case back that you have right there, your little cheat sheet. And if you notice too, just a little cabochon with the Technomarine logo right on the crown. When we turn that around, you can see the Technomarine logo yet again. That's a part of that timepiece. And for $105, Brian.
So the case, what is the case material except for the
yeah,
plated bezel?
It's a hardened polymer that
Okay.
goes around. So that's what you get.
Do you think a lot of watches are going to go in that direction? Just as an option, or something different from all the stainless steel?
Yeah, we've had a few at Invicta that have that same sort of material for the case. It just makes the watch a little bit lighter, and you can have a variety of different colors also.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. Great
Yeah,
summer
I
watch.
don't think it's going to take over or anything, but it's just again another element or another material to be able to use.
So you get to ask this a lot, like how do I build a really great watch collection? What do you say to somebody who's starting off, and then what do you say to somebody who's already got 20 watches? What do you tell them to do from there? So starting off as somebody who's never bought one of the Invicta watches or Technomarine.
Yeah, well,
want to get started today.
Well, if you want to, we have, I mean, it's really cool because just every one of the 4 different active brands underneath the Invicta watch group has its own sort of like unique distinction in a sense of just of many, but one that stands out with Invicta is just how prolific we're coming out with different models, a little bit larger in design, a little bit more exotic. S. Koifman is more traditional, that gentleman's type of watch. Technomarine has that fashion, but you have the quality that goes along with it too. And then with Technomarine, excuse me, and then Glycine is just more like kind of pilots and airmen and military influence too for the guys who just want that Swiss-made automatic caliber. Also, you get that. But Technomarine, yet again, I think we've nailed it with this timepiece that you have with the.
This is impressive.
Yes. Now, this is not what we see on the screen, though.
I'm going to change up watches for you.
Yeah, we got to change up watches real quick.
372, number 10.
Okay, you can just let us know that anytime.
Okay.
I mean, it's all timepieces, right?
Yeah.
Invicta.
It's yeah.
All right. We're cool.
Okay, so we're looking at, what number is this on the
This
card?
is number 10. The Manta.
Okay, that makes better sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. There's my 10.
Oh, old 10.
Yeah, oh, that was old. That
Yeah,
was,
the
that was
old
revision
10.
110.
This is new 10. Okay, we're back on track. Rose on rose tone, silver on silver tone. Overwhelming applause from the people who didn't inform us until the very last minute.
2 different color variations. You're looking at either the 18 karat rose tone or rose gold version, and also then the highly polished silver tone. A dual injected strap. So you have the 2 different colors there, Brian. That's what we talk about, that dual injected
here.
strap.
We'll show the
It's
interior
a
of
part
that.
of the timepiece. Love the buckle that's also part of the watch. Is it really warm in here, or is it just me?
It's just you.
Because I do have like another sweater underneath
Yep.
the jacket. I just rolled in.
But this is cool too. I mean, it might be subtle, but it's definitely going to add to the comfort of the watch. The little recesses here that are ocean-like in design, but giving a little bit more breathing room on the wrist.
Yes.
So that's the interior.
Yep, that's the interior custom strap that's built specifically for this timepiece. And then you'll notice what we refer to as that fancy shape function pushers that are also part of the watch. Top right, the chronograph that's along the inside for this VD53.
Do you have a preference for the
You know what?
finishes? You like silver tone? I think
I
the
would-
gold tone is awesome.
I would probably say, typically say
I mean, the
silver
rose
tone,
gold?
but that rose gold just stands
Yeah,
out.
stands
I
out,
like
yep.
it with the white.
And you recommend people, if they are, seeing timepieces that they like, is that the best way to start the collection?
Yeah, I think you want to just start out something that
Something that catches you.
visually appeals to you, and that is makes you happy. And if you buy something you don't like it, you can always return it back to Evine. 30
Yep,
days, right?
30
No
days,
questions
absolutely.
asked.
No questions asked is right.
Hey, look at this. Damon L said, "Hey Ryan, I like your Menards commercial."
Hey!
Have you seen that yet? Yeah,
I have.
everybody's been telling me about it, so it's been showing quite a bit lately. So I'm Ben, the salesperson for Menards, and
So after your timepiece, he can come over and measure your kitchen
Yep.
and help you with those kitchen
help you with
cabinets you've been
appliances,
wanting to buy for.
the soft return
And I think
cabinets.
they have an across-the-board 11% off everything in the store.
That's what we did. Yep.
You know what I do? I wait for that, and I also wait for it to go on sale, and I double dip, and then I triple dip with the Menards card for an extra 3% off.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is how
we
we,
have
do
another
it.
Menards expert in the
All right.
house.
Yep.
I like
Just,
watches.
just not in the commercial.
Both of you?
Okay, so what we have here is this is the Hydromax. So we brought back that original design of the Hydromax that we launched back in 2014. However, Brian was talking about like some of the platings that we use.
Yep.
And so we
You
have
guys
it.
are branching out in a whole bunch of creative ways.
Yes, and so we still have the iridescent plating. It's still hot for us, and we're continuing to do so. And we put it on one of the largest pro divers we ever created, and it's called that Hydromax.
So 52 millimeters, but 27 millimeters off the wrist.
Yeah, so it's
This
over.
is colossal.
This is over an inch. If we're even just looking right here at the crystal of the timepiece, it's about 4 millimeters coming up from the timepiece alone. We included a helium release valve, 1,000 meters of water resistance. One of the few timepiece designs that we actually have this level of water resistance that's a part
That's
of it.
crazy.
Yeah, and then check out, we talk about deep dish dial. This is about as deep as you can get for a dial on the inside of the
Okay,
timepiece.
I'm going to
there.
guess that is on the edge of a quarter of an inch deep.
Oh yeah, I think
On the
I think,
recess.
I think at least, yeah. So, and then of course we have in that abalone shell. This is the blue version. That's how you're actually placing your order.
Even
on
the
these.
interior bezel, the Coliseum bezel has got some iridescence to it. so-
Exactly, exactly. So again, there aren't any details to attention that are left undone with this timepiece.
So we've got 3 different choices. Ryan is tilting the blue towards the camera. I've got the green, and then we've got the purple.
Yeah, purple, I think,
you
has always
can't
been
make
the
a
hottest
mistake.
seller.
Has it?
Yeah, I believe it has.
See, I'm liking the green.
Yeah. So don't get me wrong. This is a big timepiece. I do have one Hydromax.
It's
in
a
my
heavy
collection.
timepiece too.
Yeah.
Just being upfront about
And
it.
I tell the story because you're talking about the profile. Is the first time I had the watch on, I took a corner. I took it just a little bit too close,
Okay.
and I hit the watch on the wall. I didn't do anything to the watch, but every time now
Took
I
the
have
wall
on
out.
Hydromax, I actually just go that little half extra step around just so I don't hit it again.
Well,
When
you wouldn't
when
want to
I'm
catch
making a left
this
or on a yeah.
in the teeth on a roundhouse.
That's
That's for
true.
sure. Wow.
But you have that level of integrity with the 1,000 meters on the inside, and that sale price of $179.99. That's a sweet way to get into that timepiece.
$30 on any major credit card. And if you're looking for a little extra credit, just call in on the number at the bottom of your screen or go to evine.com and check at the
that
bottom of our.
logo.
Yeah, that's wicked.
That's hot.
Check down at the bottom of our website, and there's a tab, 2 minutes, you can be in, and then you could even make your first purchase. So now we're getting into the Bold Zeus Magnum. Again, that beautiful green finish.
Yes, so one of our new plating
Such a
colors.
cool hue of green.
That's right. It's a unique color of green. It's not
A little
just
bit of teal in it.
Yep, a little teal undertone that's a part of it that goes around for the bezel, the center link, and both crowns, the pins. But just a brilliant design with this dual movement. So Brian's
you
just
go.
showing you right now the secondary independent Swiss movement, the 1042 from Ronda that you'll see right there. This is the crown. So if you pull up this little component right here, watch this. Just comes up, and you can adjust that time independently.
So great for traveling.
Correct.
So you can always
Traveling
know
or-
what the other time zone is on.
Or perhaps if you're doing, or if you do business in another time zone also.
That's fine.
And
Yeah.
so yeah, you just like look, you just rotate your wrist 90 degrees, and you can look up at that secondary time zone. So it's actually quite easy. We have the Swiss movement, the Ronda Z60 on the inside of the timepiece. And even when you look at the back of the bracelet on this, it's a little bit more of a complex design just on the inside. It's what we refer to as that stacked design on the back of the bracelet too.
And the links are small.
Yes.
You know, these are about, when did you say, about half?
Well, that's it.
Or
And because it's a bigger watch, but feel how fluid that bracelet is with
That gives
that
you,
watch.
yeah, a nice, really nice comfort fit around. Yeah.
And I mean, we're talking about 52 millimeters. The profile is about
tapers
20
down.
millimeters on it, so it is a thicker timepiece on the wrist, but still well balanced out with that. With the bracelet that wraps around. You know, multiple textures even go on the inside of the dial,
dial
of
is
this
cool,
watch.
yeah.
You know, more of a honeycomb for the main portion of the dial.
Is that
Bit
new?
of- we've had that for a couple watches before, but then you'll even see we have more of an asphalt texture and also a sunray finish texture too, all on the inside of that one watch.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the green makes it.
It is. It's definitely. I mean,
It's like a balsam green.
It's a unique factor when it comes to watches, and I just, you know, there's going to be. I'll tell you too. Coming up, be sure to follow me on Instagram. That's Invicta Ryan. Follow Justin Being Zimmer. We have some new plating techniques coming out that are going to. I think
Oh, God.
Justin was probably talking about that just within the next month alone.
The heavy is coming
Gentlemen, just stick here with me. Stick here with me. Okay, first off, again, if you weren't here earlier in the show,
Ken Martin, everybody.
oh yes, Ken Martin, one of the managing producer.
Just go right to straight to kenmartin.com for,
Yes,
for
okay.
everything you
All
need.
right, all right, all right. All right.
Go straight to it.
This is my Watching with Ken segment. Watching with Ken. Okay, first up, we've got the event. Okay, let's see if we can do this.
We call it Watch Out, Ken.
I couldn't
event.
decide which one to wear, so we're going to see if we can do this here. First off, on May the 4th, launching on the evening of Wednesday the 3rd, we have the May the 4th event featuring, whoops, got to get the Stormtrooper in there, featuring the Star Wars here that Dustin was talking about. Hey, you know what?
There you go.
There
Okay.
you go. Okay.
Everybody's getting a little FaceTime there.
Oh, yes, okay. So the key here is we've got the 5. We've got the Stormtrooper, we got C-3PO, Darth Vader, R2-D2, and of course, Boba Fett. And Boba Fett right here. Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Boba will be going fast. So be sure to tune in on Wednesday evening the 3rd to get in on these watches, because by the
Get
end of
together.
May the
They want
4th,
us together.
they'll be here.
Say goodbye.
Okay, and then real quick, April 23rd, Discover Invicta 4-day event.
All right, thanks, Ken.
Yep.
See you guys. Thanks for tuning
July
in.
4th, my birthday. Don't
That's
forget.
right.
Okay. All right. Thank you,
Thank you.
everybody.
Oh, all
Okay.
right.
Bye-bye, America.